Hi everybody, welcome to this special place to be with God. This is a place where we can talk to God and listen to God. It's a place where we tell the stories of God. It's a place where we don't have to hurry because we have all the time we need. So I want to open today with our greeting. May God's peace be with you all. And you can share that greeting with other people. And then if you want to say, and also with you, you can do that as well. Today is the 5th Sunday of Lent. So we are getting closer and closer to Easter. We're on the 5th Purple Sunday, so we're well almost through the season of Lent. If you have a Christ candle that is battery operated and you can turn on, you can do that right now. Or if your parents want to help you light a candle, you could do that. And we light our Christ candle to remind us that Christ is always with us. Whenever we gather together and wherever we go. And the Christ candle helps us get ready to hear God's stories. It reminds us to make our bodies comfortable, to take a couple deep breaths. And then the other thing we do is sing, Be Still and Know. And as you sing this song, I hope you'll sing with me, think about the words. This is from the Bible, and we can imagine God saying these words to us to help us get ready to hear the story. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. So when we hear that song, we know it's time to hear one of God's stories. So I'm going to read today's story out of the Bible first. So if you want to follow along, this is in the book of Luke, chapter 19, verses 1 through 10. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through it. A man was there named Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was rich. He was trying to see who Jesus was, but on account of the crowd he could not because he was short in stature. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore tree to see him because he was going to pass that way. When Jesus came to the place, he looked up and he said to him, Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for I must stay at your house today. So he hurried down and was happy to welcome him. All who saw it began to grumble and said, He has gone to be the guest of one who is a sinner. Zacchaeus stood there and said to the Lord, Look, half of my possessions, Lord, I will give to the poor. And if I have defrauded anyone of anything, I will pay back 4 times as much. Then Jesus said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek out and to save the lost. this is the season of Lent. The time we celebrate, get ready to celebrate the mystery of Easter. The time when we are all on the road to Jerusalem. But who will show us the way? Jesus shows us the way. Once every year, the people of God go up to Jerusalem, the holy city of God, to celebrate the feast of Passover, to remind themselves of the time when God led them through the waters to freedom. This year, when Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem, crowds of people followed him. And one day he was passing through Jericho. And there were many people who wanted to hear what Jesus had to say. Zacchaeus wanted to hear too. Zacchaeus was a tax collector. He took people's money, and usually he took more than his share of people's money in taxes. So people didn't like Zacchaeus very much. He was very rich, but he wanted to see Jesus too. And so it was hard for him because he was short, and the people wouldn't let him through. So Zacchaeus went and climbed a tree so that he could see Jesus. And as Jesus was going through Jericho, he stopped and he looked up in the tree. And he called Zacchaeus by name. He said, "Zacchaeus, come down right away, because I'm going to stay with you today." Zacchaeus was happy. But the people were angry. They didn't approve of Zacchaeus, and they didn't understand why Jesus would spend time with someone who had taken their money. But Zacchaeus said to Jesus, "I will give half of my money to the poor. And if I have taken more than my share from anyone, I will pay them back, and I will give them 4 times more than that." And Jesus said to Zacchaeus, "Today you have been saved. You are right with God, and you are right with people." And then Jesus turned to the crowd, and he said, "I, the special Son of God, have come to seek out, to find, and save the lost." I wonder how Zacchaeus felt when he knew Jesus was coming, but no one would let him get close enough to see Jesus. I wonder why he wanted to see Jesus so much. I wonder how it felt when Zacchaeus was in the tree and Jesus knew his name. I wonder what Jesus and Zacchaeus talked about when they walked on the road together. I wonder how the people feel. And I wonder if Zacchaeus did what he said he would do. What do you wonder about with this story? Now I'm going to change the light. And as you know, we change the light to remind us that the light of Christ that was in one place at one time can now be in many places at all times, wherever we go and whatever we do. Amen.